Hey everyone, it's Nicole. I was asked to do a video blog of our menu planning and how I plan for our family and how I stick within a specific budget. And I was a little hesitant at first. I'm a little bit nervous about being on camera, but I am going to give it a shot. So if you guys like it, let me know. If there's something you want to see or hear, let me know as well. So I'm going to show you my meal plan. I type this on the computer every week, print it off, and I have it on a piece of paper. There is a specific reason why I plan our meals the way I do, which I'll explain to you as I go along. But basically, it just utilizes everything as best as possible without waste, and it helps reduce the budget of our grocery bill quite a bit. So I like to stick between $70 and $80 a week. Sometimes it's a little bit less, sometimes it's a little bit more. It just depends what we need for that week. Sometimes like garbage bags are a little bit more, so that'll increase. But generally $70 to $80 includes everything: toiletries, food, supplies, etc. So here is my menu. This is what my menu looks like here. So this menu consists of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. I try to stick to it as much as possible. Once in a while I may change something up, but it's not very often. So we're going to start with Sunday. I do my meal planning on Saturday nights. I do it, and this is one of my little OCD issues, is that this menu plan starts on a Sunday, so I feel like we need to start at the top of the page and go down. You don't have to do it. It just, for me, it's something that irritates me, so I stick to that. I've been trying to do our grocery shopping on Thursday nights instead of the weekend. The last 2 weeks we've done it, it has been wonderful. It really feels like our weekend's more free. It's not as busy in the store, and we're not, we're not having to put aside 2 hours to go grocery shopping. Usually it doesn't take us that long. But, so, I like to do our grocery shopping on Thursday night now. So I'm going to start with breakfast. Now, our breakfast on Sunday is enough, but it's not too much work because we have Sunday school, we have church. We leave our house at 9 o'clock, and depending if there's a fellowship after, sometimes we don't get home till 12. So, I just like to have a simple but filling breakfast for the kids. So we will have a fruit smoothie and toast for breakfast. Lunch, we'll have soup and sandwiches. Now, soup and sandwich can be a variety of anything, really. And I like to do soup and sandwiches on Sunday for lunch because if we don't come home or we decide to go out on a family day, we might stop and pick something up. We're not wasting something that we necessarily had taken out just for lunch specifically. Dinner, we had ham, mashed potatoes, corn, green beans, and fresh buns. Now, the ham I cook for dinner is going to be utilized throughout the week in various different things, and I'll make sure to let you know what those are. So, we have for snack apples and peanut butter. This is a favorite. I like it. Everyone likes it. Sky, Dylan, Lacey, and Adeline like it. It's simple, it's quick, and it's filling and not expensive. Monday morning for breakfast, we're going to use the leftover ham from the night before and have ham, scrambled eggs, fruit smoothies. Now, fruit smoothies, we buy a ton of fruit, and I just literally, what I feel like doing, throwing it in there, cutting it up, and calling it a smoothie. The kids normally love it. Lunch, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with pear slices. And dinner, barbecued steak, grilled zucchini, mushrooms, and pineapple with roasted sweet potatoes. Now, the barbecued steak is another one I want you to keep a little eye on because I am going to use the leftovers for that. And I will cook a little bit of extra meat at the time, knowing that I am going to be using it through the week. You might need to write it down to remember. I don't, because this is just how I have our system set up. Snack, crackers, and cheese. Tuesday, pancakes with homemade fruit syrup. We always have some sort of fruit, whether it's, apples or strawberries or raspberries, frozen, because you can use frozen ones and just boil them down with some sugar or some agave nectar or honey. Make your own syrup. So we have pancakes with homemade fruit syrup for breakfast on Tuesday. And lunch, we have cheese, crackers, pickles, and apple slices. If there is some leftover ham, what I would do is I would finish using that leftover ham up and put it in with the crackers if your kids like it. We like it. That doesn't mean you will. Dinner, we have Japanese chicken, which if you would like the recipe for that, just let me know because it's pretty easy. It's actually really easy, and our kids love it. Adeline is not much of a meat eater. Lacey and I aren't much of a meat eater. Sky and Dylan are okay, and Everin is quite a big meat eater. But Adeline will eat a ton of this chicken. So it's a great recipe. So let me know if you want it. Snack, we have mandarin oranges and yogurt. And now we're on to Wednesday. So Wednesday we have breakfast casserole and fruit salad. Now I will try and prepare this meal the night before. So if I use the muffin tins, I'll just make it with egg, sausage, vegetables, and cheese, and I'll put it in the muffin tins and bake it. So all I have to do is heat them up in the morning. It's really convenient. They're great just for a quick snack. Even Everett has taken them to work, and he's not much of a breakfast eater. Wednesday for lunch is a kid's pick. We don't normally have ravioli in the house. We do tend to have macaroni and cheese. I am not a fan of it, but my kids like it, so we do make it for them. Wednesday dinner is probably my favorite dinner because it is so easy. Wednesdays, we always do soup and sandwich night. The reason we do it is because it is the peak. It's the hump day of the week, and it is just nice to not have to do a ton of dishes. It's nice to just be quick and have it done and over with. And it makes a big difference on your budget for the week for your food. It it does save you quite a bit of money. So we will have the grilled cheese with leftover ham. If there is any, we're going to use it up that night. That would be the extent of when we can use it by. And homemade chicken noodle soup. I just use chicken broth and chicken breasts. Nothing fancy, a bunch of vegetables and noodles. Simple recipe. And then banana muffins, we make them for snack. Now, I tie any baking normally. I try and tie it in with Lacey's homeschool program, as she's homeschooled right now for preschool. She's doing more kindergarten, grade 1 work. We're tied in for math and mixing and so on and home skills. So she is actually doing most of the baking with me. And Adeline, of course, helps. So those muffins, we're actually going to make extras of them on Wednesday. So Thursday morning, we're going to have banana muffins with sausages and a fruit smoothie for breakfast. So I just got to cook up some sausages quick, which does not take long. And same with the spoonie, thanks to my wonderful blender my husband got me for Christmas. Macaroni and cheese with leftover broccoli. So we have leftover broccoli on Tuesday night. So I know I'm going to need it because I don't want to just have macaroni and cheese. I'd like to have some vegetables with that as well, or some fruit. So I'll make leftover broccoli and we will throw that in with the macaroni and cheese and call it good. Now, we had barbecued steak on Monday night. So on Thursday, we are going to use up the leftover steak. And what I do is I slice it up thin and I saute it. I actually put a little bit of normally like beef broth in there just to keep it moist because you don't want it to dry out either when you cook it again or heat it up. All of us like our steak medium rare, so we don't like it to be too crispy. So we'll have the leftover steak for that, and then we'll have Spanish rice, and I'll use the leftover rice from the Tuesday night dinner with the Japanese chicken, so I'll cook ahead, and so I'll have that. So basically on Thursday, our meal is complete from leftovers, but it's a whole new meal in itself. So it works out good, and it saves a lot of money as well. On Thursday for the snack, the kids can pick the snack bin. We have puddings and applesauce, granola bars, fruit snacks, crackers, like the Ritz crackers. I'm not a fan of them. We just got them. Lacey seems to love them, but no one else has really ate them. They can pick something out of there. I should also add that our kids have full access to anything. Our rule generally is as long as they eat their meals and eat, healthy, they can pretty much have free access to the snacks. They choose healthy snacks 99% of the time. They are doing great in making healthy decisions, so we don't even have to really limit anything in that sense. We buy between, I would say, 20 to 30 pounds, depending on what's on sale, of fruit a week. I'll make apple chips in the dehydrator. I'll dehydrate strawberries. I'll make syrups out of it. We'll use tons of fruit smoothies. So they have full access to the fruit at all time with that as well. So on Friday morning, we're going to have granola and yogurt. I do make my own granola. I find that store-bought and stuff is really expensive, and although it's good, I just think it's more beneficial for our family if I make it, both financially and nutritious-wise. I don't have a recipe, but I could whip one up if you guys need. So Friday is leftover homemade chicken noodle soup from Wednesday for lunch with bread or buns. I try to bake. It doesn't always happen. Sky has taken over the bread baking. She does it. She loves doing it. She wants to do it. She wanted to learn, and if she does it, we'll use it. If I do it, there might be some left over, but sometimes we just have some buns, from the store, which works as well. Friday dinner, pork cutlets, mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy. So we eat a lot of pork. This menu, we actually didn't put that much on there, which is surprising because we normally eat pork way more than what we are this week. So next week, I'm sure we'll have a lot more. And then snack would be peanut butter and jelly pinwheels. So we take our tortillas and cover them in peanut butter and jelly, roll them up and slice them and call it good. That's a pinwheel in this household. I do try to make my own tortillas. If they're on sale, I'll buy them and freeze them. Costco, they're pretty cheap, but generally I do make our own for tacos or tortillas, and like for our steak fajitas and stuff. I normally make them myself. Saturday is waffles with strawberries and whipped cream. It's either waffles or crepes usually. Our kids love both of them. It does not matter how much I make. It's never enough. They just eat and eat and eat. It reminds me of me when I was at my grandma's house growing up. Lunch on Saturday is clean out the fridge. So any food that's left over, which really isn't usually much, any food that's left over, we need to use it up because we're starting a new menu and it needs to be started up or cleaned out for that time. I don't like to start a new menu with a bunch of leftovers. Generally, everything will be gone anyways. It's not very often we have much left. Evern is a snacker, so he will eat it. There's sometimes I have to write, do not eat, need it for the following meal, just so I know his little fingers won't get on it. So Saturday night is Mexican chicken, rice, and tortillas. Now the Mexican chicken recipe I have is, actually a friend gave it to me. It's a Weight Watchers recipe. And it's chicken breast and salsa, corn, and black beans, and taco seasoning. You can make your own taco seasoning. I don't. I buy it. I know it's way, way more saltier than what I would make myself, but the convenience of it, the price of it, and I actually like the taste of it better. So you throw it in a crock pot, you leave it in, it's done. Very good, freezes good, and it's a great leftover. And like I said, it's a Weight Watchers recipe if anybody is actually following like a program like that. And Saturday for the snack is ants on a log, just celery, peanut butter, and raisins or craisins. I generally let the kids make these all themselves, along with lots of other things. Our kids generally help do something for the meals. They like to do it. They like to help. We do set our table properly, so at dinner time we sit down and have a proper meal with dishes and cloth napkins. It's fun. The kids think it's like a restaurant. We make the best of it. So that is my weekly meal planner, and I do keep these sheets because once you have these sheets printed off, and I can send you the template for this as well. Once you have this printed off, you can just kind of rotate them. Like once you get like 12 of them, you really don't have to even write them. You can just switch them up. Obviously in the summer we're doing a lot more barbecuing, so we're not going to use the crock pot as much like what we do in the winter time. Anyway, so that's it. And like I said, it's a pretty flexible thing. I mean, if we run out of broccoli to put in the macaroni and cheese, I can whip up more. I can throw in some steamed carrots. It's not always necessarily followed to a T, but I am pretty OCD about certain things, so I do try and stick to it because it mentally for me, it just does. I don't like it if it's not what I wrote down. I don't like change that much. So anyways, well, let me know what you think and feel free to add comments below. I will get back to you when I can. My life is pretty busy right now. So anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you have a good day. Bye.